Hey there everybody, thanks for tuning in to another Q&A Wednesday here on Jessica Smith TV. This week we are talking about footwear and exercise. So this week's question comes from Girly128Tools, a YouTube subscriber, and she asked me, what type of footwear should we wear for exercising? Can you recommend what types of shoes we need for strength training, cardio, running, walking, or can we use the same type of shoe for all these exercises? And can I also ask what type of tennis shoes you wear when you're exercising? Well, thanks so much for asking this question. Many of you have reached out to me to ask me for footwear recommendations. And I just want to first off say that not everybody's foot has the same needs. So that's really why I don't provide specific recommendations for footwear, because there really is no one size fits all shoe for exercise and your foot's needs. So what I really recommend doing, if you're not quite sure what type of shoe works best for you and your favorite workouts, is heading to a professional athletic store. There are a lot of different stores, many of them specialize in running shoes, but they can analyze your foot, they can analyze your gait and tell you what's happening with your foot. So some of us sort of pronate inwards, some of us roll out towards the outsides of our feet, some of us have flat feet, some of us have high arches. So your foot may be completely different than my foot. So telling you what I wear may not help you with your foot's needs. So I highly recommend doing that if you know that you have some sort of special needs. Your feet are flat, you might also need orthopedics. There's a lot of things that can go into that equation. So I first recommend doing that, having your foot analyzed. Let somebody that's a professional tell you their specific recommendations, and you can mention to them, look, this is the type of exercising that I like to do. What types of shoes do you recommend that are best for me? That being said, I'll tell you what I do personally too. And I typically wear the same type of footwear for most of my workouts. So you guys have seen me wearing the same types of shoes for walking exercise, dancing, strength training, what else do I do? Kickboxing, all that type of stuff. I typically wear the same shoe. It's just a cross trainer running shoe. The brand that I personally like is Nike. I'm not sponsored by Nike. I buy all my shoes for them. And it's funny because I used to not be able to wear Nike shoes. They didn't fit me well. My foot is kind of wide and they used to kind of squish my foot. But I don't know if they've changed the way they made the shoes or if my foot has changed, but Nike really is what's working for me right now. It works for me with lots of different types of exercising. And then there's some workouts that I also prefer to do barefoot. So you have your typical barefoot workouts like yoga and Pilates. Sometimes you guys will see me wearing a foot wrap, which I wear for kickboxing sometimes. I wear it for bar occasionally. That's also by Nike. It's a Nike Studio Wrap. So that's just a nice way to give your foot just a little bit more lining between the ball of your foot and the floor. It's not supportive in the arch. Your heel, you have a little bit of coverage, but you still have your toes free, and it kind of mimics the barefoot type of feel. So there are some workouts that you can get more out of by being barefoot, but some people don't do well working out without shoes. So again, this is really about the personal preference, what feels good for you, the type of support your particular foot needs, and then what brands really work well for you. If your foot is wider, you might need a specific type of brand or style for your workouts. So I know that was a very vague answer, but I hope that helped you a little bit and gave you some guidance as to where to get started when it comes to looking for the perfect shoe for your foot and your workouts. Thanks so much for asking that great question, and share, guys, with us in the comments below. Let us know what types of shoes you love for what kinds of workouts, what's worked best for your feet. Let us know, because we always learn so much from each other as well. And if you have a question that I can answer for you in an upcoming Q&A Wednesday, please be sure to leave that for me in the comments below, and I'll get to it as soon as I can. Thanks as always, guys, for tuning in, remembering to like and share your favorite videos, and be sure to subscribe if you like what you see. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you for another Q&A Wednesday next week.